This is the Brother Henry and You Show, where you can be inspired, uplifted, and edified through the Word of God. Now enjoy today's program.
Hello, good morning.
Well, hello, Dr. Angelou. How are you doing?
I'm splendid, thank you. Is that Mr. Henry Harris?
Yes, how are you?
I'm splendid, thank you.
Welcome to the Brother Henry and You Show. Today we have such a phenomenal guest. Our guest today is one of the most renowned and influential voices of our time. She is a celebrated poet, educator, actress, producer, historian, civil rights activist, and so much more. This woman is none other than the wonderful Dr. Maya Angelou. And Dr. Angelou, let me first begin by saying thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to interview you today. This is truly a profound and defining moment for me.
Thank you very much.
Now,
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now I would like to interview you about your extraordinary book called I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. And my first question is, what is the purpose of the book I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings?
Well, first off, Mr. Harris is 40 years old. And since that time I've written had published some 32 books. When I wrote it, I was hoping that it would serve some young black women, girls in fact, by showing them that they might encounter many defeats, but they must not be defeated. There were lots of books written for young white girls, or white women trying to grow up. But nothing I could find at that time that was written to encourage young black girls to develop some courage and to live their lives with some courage and some humor and some pizzazz and to look upon themselves with self-appreciation. So that's why I wrote it in the first place, or why I started writing it. I found it was very difficult to write, and but I continued, and it's considered one of the important books of any time. So yeah. I'm very grateful for that.
It's a fantastic book.
Thank you.
What is the main message of the book? If you can sum the book up in just one word, what would be the main message?
Self-esteem.
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 That's awesome.
Thank you.
How does this book speak to you, and how would you like it to speak to others?
I'd like other people to get the feeling that they're worth everything, they're worth the best, and that they've already been paid for, that their ancestors have cared for them.
And I'm sure we all go through challenges in life. How were you able to overcome certain challenges in your life?
Well, there are a number of answers to that. One answer is I'm trying to be a Christian. Now, that's not a small matter. I mean, it's not just saying it is not enough. I know that there are people who walk up to me and say, I'm a Christian. And I think, already? Already got it? I'm working at it. Because to be a Christian means to be forgiving.
Yes.
And that is one of the greatest gifts that our Christ has given to us, is the idea of forgiving. And so when we forgive a person, it means that you forgive a person for what he or she has done. It means that you don't carry that person and the deed around, dragging it around with you everywhere you go. You're free. You liberate the person from your own ignorance. And so that's one of the things I'm blessed to be trying to do. I'm trying to be forgiving, so I don't carry everything that people have done against me as my load that I have to carry, and I have to be angry with someone all the time. I don't do that. So that's one way to live an easier life. And there's another thing. People do what they know to do, not what they say they know, not what they tell other people they know, not even what people think they should know. But people can only do what they really know to do.
Uh-huh.
And that means I as well. So I try to remain not only a teacher, but a student. So I'm learning, and that means that a child can teach you. If you have enough sense, you can allow any person, and you allow a teacher to teach you. And you realize that you are a teacher. Mr. Harris, there are some people who listen to you on the radio, and they say, oh, I wish I could be like him. You're teaching them.
Uh-huh.
They see you walk down the street and say, did you see those shoes? Oh, I like those shoes. I'd like to have something like that. So we remain teachers and students all at the same time.
That's awesome.
Right?
That's awesome. Dr. Maya Angelou, I really appreciate you for taking this opportunity, for allowing me to interview you today.
Thank you.
Everywhere I go, I'm going to let it shine. Let it